And you got to see what I drew.
Yeah, I'll see it in a second. I can see it the whole time. Actually, I can see all the screens. Wait, why does a head? Why would a head make someone's character more efficient? I don't understand that.
Wait, what?
You said a big forehead or big veins to make the character more efficient.
Make him look detailed, if and you may.
Oh,
I was using them there big words to sound sophisticated.
you said efficient. I was like, what is he talking about? Efficient. I'm sending you the
Ain't
link
no
right now.
okay. Through Facebook.
Yeah, I'm copying it to you. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Keep drawing what you're doing. Dude, I had to literally make
Go to
move.
bed. Turn that fan off. Turn that TV off and go to bed. You need that. Huh?
All right, so I'm sending it to you right now. I had to move the heavens and the earth to try to get you online, dude.
You're so amazing. I mean, like the world needs a lot more Lamont. Lamont for 2021.
Thank you. Forget
Yes.
2021. I am the future. Stop it. I am the ballot in the box, the bullet in the gun.
Ew. No, no. Wait a minute. Hold up. You're about to.
Where's my cousin at? Let me see if I can get
You're
my cousin on here.
you're you're about to lose a lot of black points. Did you just ruin the Boondocks?
How did I ruin the Boondocks?
That is
Kevin,
not the song.
Kevin,
I
Kevin.
am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made Lady sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right.
On the ballot in the box, the bullet in the gun, the
Mm.
inner glow to let you know to call your brother's son. I know the song, Kevin. Yeah, I sang the part that you didn't sing. You stopped on that specific
I am
part.
the ballad in your Brock's the bullet
The
in the gun,
Brox.
in a gun, in the glow that lets you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the
Never,
promise of
never
what's
the
to
gun,
come.
never,
I'm
never
the
pun.
soldier till the
Big
war
Papa
is won.
pun.
Chop, chip, chop, judo, flip.
Yeah, okay, Kevin. You just lost your card.
No, that is the lyrics. Chop, chip, chop, judo, flip. Or
No,
basically,
I
chop,
highly
chop,
doubt
chop.
that part.
Yeah, they show the lyrics through the opening. I bet you didn't know that, did you?
No, I couldn't read yet.
No, ma. I mean, no, ma. It ain't my water. Now go away. I'm live. Kill myself.
All right, so let
What's
me.
this brand of water? No, I don't know. It's yours. No, it ain't. Gold emblem. Gold emblem. Where this water come from? Mm-hmm. I don't drink anything that I don't understand.
Mm.
There was
All right.
probably a man in our house.
Oh.
Have a
Uh
good night,
oh.
little man.
I'm fixing up. I'm fixing up the hair right now. Uh oh.
Okay, so yeah, well, that's enough of the life of Kevin. I'm closing my door now.
What time do you have school in the morning, Kevin?
School? I
Mm-hmm.
ain't in school. I'm in prison. The real question is, what time is that? When do I get out of parole?
You're funny, man.
Are we live yet?
Yes.
Wonderful. Welcome to prison.
You see? Well, you can't see the two on there, but I sent you the thing already.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yes, I've
Okay,
been sent you that.
okay, hold on.
There you
Close
go.
my door. No more interruptions.
Yeah, welcome everybody to Forever Fridays. I'm working and linking up with a friend to be able to just, draw, chat, and work on personal projects as well as how would you say this? My campaign of continuing to learn how to illustrate and eventually animate and make these characters into something more than what I thought imaginable. So Kevin, what is your journey or your goal right now as an artist? Where are you at?
Uh, hmm. For now, I'm just trying to work with being an animator,
Mm-hmm.
working on character concepts, backgrounds. Even got some good resources that aren't just pictures off of Google, but using figures, models like cars and stuff to work with. So for me, I'm just gonna be working with the human figure, and with that, I will be drawing video game characters. So,
Anyone in particular that has your attention?
well, I want to work with both the human figure as well as the animals. So anything that goes around, like, I don't know, Spider-Man off of that new Spider-Man game for PS4. I'm pretty sure you know the Miles Morales one.
Okay. I mean, it's on
Aiming for
PS5 also, so.
PS5 too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
also aiming for Kratos, maybe some Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh, we got some good stuff coming in tonight.
Oh, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
one thing that I told you before is that I want to take this audio since I have a way better mic and use it for the Forever podcast, revitalize that because recently, you try to get guests on and stuff like that. Why not have someone on that can mutually benefit from it and just take the audio? People ask questions if they want things to be answered or they want to come on themselves. They can do so. It'll give us more entertainment. It'll give us more content to also talk about while we're going through this stuff. Since, we can't sit here and play music from certain creators and things like that, we'll still be able to, have a good time and generally, genuinely, later on I want this to be a larger thing where we have multiple creators, like 4 or 5 of us all drawing at the same time, talking and doing different things. I have a Discord, the Forevermore Design family, and that is my overall goal is to build a community of other people, because it's a lot easier, right, Kevin, to work with other people while you're drawing. Like it's easier to do
Oh,
your work, right?
absolutely. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like when you draw in the community, all your ideas come out. You're able to just put your mind on paper and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Be as creative as you can be. It takes a whole community to have a good idea, a good story to tell.
Mm-hmm. And what I want to do is touch different audiences. So for Forevermore Design, that is the artistic side of the business in which I'm expanding in order to make more of a name for myself in the art world. So right now, it may be starting out as something small, but I noticed that the more that I work on something, the more that I tend to get better at it. I'm able to adapt to what I really want to do and just kind of cut the fluff, right? And just get right to, okay, if you like doing it, do it. If you don't like doing it, don't force it. When you force something, I just personally believe that it doesn't turn out anywhere close to as good as you at least having a motivation to do something and a drive to do it. It kills it when you're forcing
I,
it.
I I totally agree. One thing I do want to put out there is when a person is drawing and whatnot, your picture doesn't have to look exactly like the picture that you're trying to draw. Your
Mm-hmm.
best way to do something or to draw something is to draw it your own way, which is something I'm going to be doing with my characters. I did say I was going to draw gaming characters, but they're not going to look exactly like how they depicted on TV and what or the video game that they come from. They're gonna have my sort of style on it. Oh, I got a minion on my screen, by the way. So,
They can
I
see it.
mean,
Yeah.
that's my rendition of a minion in my specific way. I don't have to follow. I mean, I'm pretty sure they look more detailed, have all the leathering and patterns on their pants and whatnot. But for me, this is. I also think they have 3 hands instead of four, but I mean 3 fingers instead of four.
3 hands,
But
like, huh?
yeah, right. But for now, this is kind of the thing I'm working with right now. So let's see. Give me get my first character. Let's start off with someone quite simple. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna work on simple characters first, and then work my way up. So for now,
Dude, I really enjoy this. Like, even if we're starting off somewhere very slow, this is what motivates me to keep going. I never would have thought that I would move into this realm. This was not something I was used to doing, but now I feel so much more relieved that I started the journey and getting over that hump. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Speak about that. What is that hump to you? Like, have you ever been in the position where like you felt like, oh, I really got to get over this block or whatever obstacle in order to move past like I can't
All
do
the
this
time,
phase. Mm-hmm.
all the time, and I'm still experiencing that even now. For instance, I want to focus on a story that I'm making. It's a project, but this project, hold on, I'm trying to,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm talking, I'm trying to draw. As this project going, one thing about an artist and a writer is that we're gonna get our writer's block, our artist's block. It
Our
comes
arteries
eventually.
blocked.
Our artist block.
Just adding a little bit of comedy to the podcast. I got what
Dagnabbit.
you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. But we're gonna get our artist block and whatnot, and it's going to eventually affect how we think or inspire us or stop us from what we wish to do and whatnot. But one thing we have to do is persevere through the artist block, continue to work on many ideas, even if it means just putting your main ideas on paper and working with that. That's perfectly fine. It's not something that you're going to accomplish overnight. It's going to take a lot of work. A
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely going to take a lot of work. Now, I said I was going to start off with a basic character. One thing for sure is if you have a community that's willing to put in the time, you should have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
One thing is that's what we're here for. We're here to inspire people to
Right. Right.
draw.
Encourage them to do so. Give
Exactly.
them the drive to do so. Many times
Yeah.
you feel as if people are waves way ahead of you, and they only got to where they got to, even those that have natural talent, by just doing.
Hmm. Be doers.
Exactly. I'm working on the eye right now. Cl- Closing that in. Let's see if I can make
Do
this
you
a little
hear,
bit
do
larger.
you hear anything besides what we're doing right now? I'm just asking.
Yep, I can hear your Facebook ringing. Sounds like a woodpecker.
Oh, okay. Pay no attention to that. I'm sorry. That I wanted to make sure that wasn't heard.
Yeah,
But
what? Yeah, yeah.
moving forward to this. All right. So if you're looking at the drawings before when we were doing our work, we explained that we work with adding a skeleton.
Right.
Sketching sometimes doesn't have to all when you're sketching though, a sketch could be what's the word? A sketch can be dirty.
Okay.
Don't expect to always have clean lines. Clean lines come after you figure out where you want your characters to be. Right now I'm just scribbling. I don't know what even if it'll even fit the page, but that's something I'll work with as I'm going. Thankfully, I'm working on a computer, but even with a pencil, it's easy to just overcome these
Obstacles.
obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and work with what you got. So for me, this is my way of at least showing. uh, Okay, that's good enough. At least showing how I draw, how my depiction of something should be.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I like how you said what you said before about working with what you know and what your particular skill set is and kind of attuning it or tailor making it to your style. Nobody's gonna be the exact same. We're not out here being trying to emulate anybody, but to kind of glean from, to reference, and to work off of, be inspired by, and be your own person. I know it's
absolutely.
hard. I know it's definitely hard, but it's worth it in the long run because once you create something that's tailor made to you, only you know how your hand operates. Okay, if you're good and at drawing finer lines, maybe that's your thing. So forcing yourself to do thick lines and draw like somebody else, you can do it for a challenge. But I believe that things that come naturally may are that are your strong suit. You should definitely pursue that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna put too much detail on his hands. That's perfect enough. Perfect. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what I'm drawing by now.
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, it's a me.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I'm drawing lines over lines, but at least I know where my lines are going to be and whatnot. Let's see. I kind of kept these on a
So what is
little.
explain what the skeleton is to people?
Okay, so a skeleton or a scribble drawing is basically aligning your work to where, placing your work where you want it to be and whatnot.
Okay.
That could that depends on like how much like where you. It's like a camera angle. For instance, let's say if I wanted to draw Super Mario in a, let's say, if I wanted to draw Super Mario
Mm-hmm.
in a worm's eye view, something like this, you're
Okay.
gonna have a worm's eye view is when you're on the ground like this, and the person's feet
Or
are
ahead
this
of you.
high up. Yes,
Gotcha.
are the main point. You're gonna draw a triangle going all the way up, and at the tip point of that triangle is where Mario is gonna be. So this is his feet. Let's say he's pointed this way. Exactly. There you go. You're gonna have his hands. See how I'm doing it? How his hands are showing and everything.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then right at the top, you're gonna have his face right here. You're not gonna be able to see much of it, but let's see if I have the nose.
It's definitely coming together.
It is right.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's say he's on grass. Just
What kind of grass are we talking about?
obviously not the one you smoke. All right. And his ear is right with a person in Worm's view. Keep this in mind. Everything is down. So his ear is going to be pointed down below his body
I
and
like that.
whatnot.
Okay.
Yes. So what you're gonna do is now his eyes, you're not gonna see his whole forehead. You're gonna see
The brim of his hat, maybe,
the
right?
brim of his hat, exactly.
Brim of hat. Okay.
And then let's see. Okay. All right. Maybe you'll see a little bit of it, but then it'll go down at a snail's pace. Okay. And then let's add his overalls.
So
Like I
what
said,
angle would
it's
the rings? Okay, not rings. What the buttons? Yeah, would they be more like of a side angle that you see the outer lining of them for the
well
buttons?
the well when you go for a chest and whatnot, this let's pretend this whole line is the main part of the body. The chest is gonna kind of be like an arrow pointing up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is well, I said pointing down for the ear, but think of I'm sorry, think of up. So his head is pointed up. This is going to be his nose pointing up, his lips pointing up. His neck goes down from here. His chest is pointed up.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, his eyes are pointed up. Everything's pointed up and whatnot. His ears are down because it's in a point of view, but that makes his head pointed up like this. His shoulders, and then you just make it wider from the bottom. Just point it up. But in the end, you get Mario. All right, so I did two renditions of him. I'll actually finish this one and then get back to my other one. Because he's pointed up at a weird angle, you can actually see his entire fist and whatnot. And all right, so we're gonna get the eraser. Get rid of the little man that I ended up getting rid of. Okay, cool. Okay. Let me see. Can I point him away a little bit? Let's see.
I think you
Control.
can.
It's bringing him closer. Oh, Butters.
Oh,
Well,
you snapped the screen, right? Made it.
no, I didn't snap the screen. He's just too big.
Oh,
But I will work with that. That's actually not a bad picture.
can't you grab it and
Uh,
shrink him down, or like the program doesn't work like that?
Sketchbook. Let me see. Sketchbook is weird for some strange reason. It doesn't want to work like that. Let me see though. If I hit Control, maybe Control. No, it's just gonna tilt him very weirdly, which is
Oh,
very
distort. Okay, it's for
yeah,
distortion.
distort him. Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm gonna Control Z that.
well, I mean,
Oh,
with Procreate, like right here, as you know, I can select. Let's see. Look, I can select just his eye.
right.
So when I do that selection tool, I can move just his eye around after I select it. So, um, working off of that, I would definitely check into. I'm not affiliated whatsoever, but Affinity, I think does the same exact thing. Um, are you perhaps using Photoshop for anything or no?
No, no. Since I'm doing nothing but just sketches, yeah.
You can sketch on Photoshop. You said get your money's worth out of it, right?
Well, yeah. Get your absolutely get your money's worth.
Hmm.
Okay, so now let me see. I'm gonna finish this picture and take it on home. We're gonna just leave it like this. I'm gonna
You gonna
say
bring it
X.
around town?
Rain around town, exactly.
Nice.
Okay, so the main things I'm gonna focus on are, mind you, in the skeletal rendition of your drawing, you do not erase. You draw
Okay.
over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never erase.
Well, you know something? It works different for some people. I don't erase. So I can
Gotcha.
only if you want to erase, I recommend go ahead, go aim for it.
How
But
do,
I don't erase on mine for some strange reason.
how do you keep
And
yourself from doing such?
for one, I at least darken the parts that I want to keep. That's one way.
Okay.
Uh Another is in my kind of way. I'm not gonna say I don't erase. There are times I will just grab the eraser and maybe make a small nudges that may need some cleaning. But even so, you don't want it to look too perfect because I mean, after a while, it after all, it is a skeletal rendition of it. It's just leading you to where you need to be. Let's see. I'm getting rid of some of this, and I'm pretty sure people got the rendition that this is Mario.
Most definitely.
So let's go ahead and flesh him out. This will be character number one. I'm gonna see. I'll put a mission for myself and see if I can actually do. I'll see what I can do. See as far as I can go. I'm pretty sure I can do 8.
Look at him now.
Let's
Someone
see.
said, "Why does he look so angry?" And I said, "He's not angry. He's neutral. You can just see his eyes. Not like his sister. You can't see her eyes
What?
whatsoever."
What? Oh well, I don't see him so angry. I like the eyes though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
yep.
So let me see. Let me now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the character. I'm gonna lower his opacity so he looks like there's a paper right on top of him.
Explain to people what opacity is.
Opacity is basically how should I put this? It's how hard you want the lines to be. If that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Okay.
So for instance, say you draw on top of I put it as out normal. This is the first sheet of paper. To give you an example of how traditional animation was done, and this is the save paper. What they would do is they would put the paper on top of it and have a light table right on top to
Oh,
give a
I remember light tables, man.
light tables, and they would draw right on top of the same drawings that they had. So this is technically like a computerized version of what a light table would kind of be like. It allows you to do this. Like it allows you to draw over what you did or animate the next movement the character makes. So if this was an animated program, what I would do is, just for an example, and this is going to be a very crappy example, but um, for animators who are doing key animations, maybe he's since he's finished like tipping his hat and whatnot, I'm gonna point it. Oh,
You mean like
let me get
keyframes?
yeah.
Okay.
Keyframes are the basic frames that you're working with. Let me unlock it. Hold on, there we go. So let's say maybe I point an arrow down here, and instead I have him on the next sheet of paper. I don't know. Let's say point down, have his hand go right back to his side, and now let me just make it more visible and whatnot, and boom. So yeah, as you can see, his hand is on the other side right here, and whatnot. And then what the person would do is they'd give the keyframe artist, that's the easy job. They can do whatever they want, like so long as they can make it easier for the person who's doing the in betweens, who's going to do the main lining to make the animation smooth. And once again, sorry for the rendition. The next Friday, I will actually show animation. So to a better degree, and we're gonna use Adobe Animate. So
Ooh,
yeah,
nice that
we're
you
gonna
have
have fun
access.
with that. If possible, I will be working with like fighting animation. So
Nice.
yeah,
Sounds like something that's amazing to look forward to.
something definitely to look forward to. I'm gonna be jumping in on that. Use some characters and I'm trying to aim far away from anime characters. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have tons of cool characters like He-Man, Ninja Turtles. We
Right.
have the Marvel Universe, Power Rangers.
What?
Uh, I mean, and I know how to draw all the Power Rangers and whatnot.
Is there a distinct difference between them?
No, not really. I mean, there are small differences that you really can't really see, but aside from that, I mostly just like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but that's just me.
What season is that?
That's the very first Power Rangers that ever came to America.
Maybe we can get into some of the not lore, but some of the background history of some of those actors, because one of them got is in jail, the Green Ranger.
Really? I did not know that. I heard that the Yellow Ranger passed, or was it the pink one? No, the Yellow Ranger. The Yellow Ranger passed away.
Yeah, like the first season, like I think the Green Ranger turned to the Black Ranger, and something to that regard, and he did something and someone lost their life. I forgot what he did to them. I know he ended their life, but it's crazy to think about what these people are people and they
They
do, you
they
know.
are.
Mm-hmm.
You know something? One thing I learned. Not now. Don't drop me on this. I saw a YouTube page of stars who would be disbanded from their voice acting careers if they were to screw up, like in Japan. So anything from drinking or doing anything lewd or what we would
Okay,
count as small in America, they
it's
would
big over there.
literally, yeah, it's big over there, and it's a huge dishonor for some strange reason, and they would cut the person off completely.
Wow.
So that would lead to the character in the game having a different voice, a Japanese voice, or having no voice at all, which there are renditions of that. One example, uh, Kingdom Hearts 3. You're
Mm-hmm.
familiar with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hercules, uh, Phil. You know Phil, right?
Oh, especially with
Original,
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah. Phil from Hercules, the goat guy that was voiced by Danny DeVito. So
Yeah, Danny DeVito is also in Matilda, and he has a lot of roles like that.
yeah, he has a lot of roles. Now, mind you, he was not voiced in that one. He was voiced in two and one, but they didn't allow him to voice. They just gave Phil gestures, and I
I
asked
noticed
myself,
that. I did
yeah,
notice that.
I asked myself, wait a minute, Danny DeVito's not gone or anything, so I don't understand as to why he's not voiced. I don't. I think he didn't want to voice Phil on the third
Anymore.
one, so
Okay.
yeah, anymore. So he lost interest in voicing a cartoon character. He wanted to be more
Well, like real person, real life in real life.
real life. Yeah, he wanted to be more real life and adult. I can understand. I can respect that though. I mean,
Aren't they coming? Didn't they come back out with iCarly, like the adult version, where they're cursing? They're
oh,
cursing and stuff like that.
let's talk about that. Okay, so before this came out, what really shocked me about a few years back during iCarly was they were doing something in relations to another sitcom that I don't think what's his name uh, Dan Schneider had any recollection of it, but it didn't last long. It was voiced by I mean, it wasn't voiced. It was the actor Jerry Trainer who does the voice of not the voice who does the character Spencer
Her
in
brother.
iCarly, her brother, and they gave him his sitcom with a boy, and you hear him just cursing up a storm, and I'm saying, wow, this is a huge jump from what he used to be. Mind you, knew this dude ever since Malcolm in the Middle. He was in Malcolm in the Middle and whatnot, and uh, yeah, he still never cursed. But
Did it ever
uh,
air?
in what
You said like the
show?
yeah. You said like there was like was there ever a pilot for the show you're talking about, or did the show
Yeah, it
already
was
come out?
on. It was on Nick at Night. I forgot what it was called. You had to look him up.
But someone was swearing like
No, he was swearing. He was saying the E word and all that stuff. It was a show. It was supposed to go to older audiences. And
oh.
for anyone who may or may not know what it was, points for that. But like
I'll look that up. When was this? What year was this? And who
I I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you look up his history after iCarly, you'll find it.
after iCarly?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So right now, if y'all haven't noticed me now, I'm doing the renditions. Mind you, go easy on me. I've been trying to what's the word? Work with a pen. Some people have a steady hand and would just erase what they drew. But from afar, uh, my pen skills look neat.
are you using a pen?
I'm using a tablet, and wow, I got like shaky hands like so bad right now for a 28-year-old man.
Why are your hands so shaky?
No, because this tab. All right, so
Is it
one
kind of
thing I
friction
I
on it?
learned about no, it's the friction. Yeah,
Okay.
one thing I realized about using bamboo tablets that don't have a screen on them is if you're not used to looking down when you
Oh,
draw, it's
yeah,
like it's like a huge setback. This is practice for me right now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you can work both ways, then I mean more power to you. But I mean I can't. I am trying. I really am trying. But
There's a clear difference between you gliding your pencil against the paper on the screen and directly affecting that versus you drawing on the screen and drawing on the tablet and then trying to reference that on the screen.
exactly. It's a huge jump. And mind you, I used to have that assignment back in high school to draw without looking at your paper,
Mm-hmm.
which I was terrible at. You
How'd you
had to
do that? How good were you
like
with that?
let's just say we had to draw our first assignment was a human, and what ended up happening was my human's head was on his legs was on his hands, everything was just everywhere and whatnot. So I ended up saying, okay, that's to this, I can't do that.
Did you get discouraged from doing it or?
No, I ended up trying and trying again. Same thing with this. I mean, not for nothing, on a good day, my hand would stay so steady on this, and the animations that I attempt to do and whatnot look a little bit, well, what's the word? Better, cleaner.
What's the word? Not bad.
Not bad, neat, if you may. Okay, so few things I want to point out about my Mario real quick. One thing is that he looks more like his earlier version of his 1989 version. He doesn't look like the one that we have right now, where his pupils are blue with a white dot. Once again,
Okay, I did notice that. Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of artists have weaknesses. So here's mine. I have many weaknesses with my drawing skills. I'm gonna put a few of them out there. One, I can't draw pupils at all.
Like, what about mine? Like, what do you mean? Like corneas
Uh,
and irises and stuff like that?
Corneas and irises. My circles are literally, I call them Pac-Man eyes, but there are two different renditions of it. There's the Pac-Man eyeballs, and then there's the Max Flesher eyeballs. If you know Max Flesher, like Betty Boop and the early like rubber hose cartoons, that's the kind of eyes they make, but they kind of look like this. For Pac-Man, I can draw this.
Like this, right?
Yeah, yeah, just like that. And for hold on, let me see what you're doing.
Like Cuphead, right? And Mugman,
Yeah, yeah, exactly, just like that.
19
And
like a
then
19 of 30s style. I don't know what year that was.
yeah, and then for me, I ended up just doing a U, and that's it. And then it's colored black.
So what would be the
Okay,
difference between you doing this
hold on, let me see.
and then you just making,
Are you drawing?
yeah?
Oh, okay.
What would be the difference from you doing something like that? That's not fairly difficult either.
It's not. It's not. I can do that too, but doing the inside of the eye,
It's
my
different, right?
character, every time I add the irises, my character looks cross-eyed. Like I don't even. I'm not even joking right now. Like he looks terrible. He looks cross-eyed. I'm not sure if you were
Look,
around
you
when.
see it? You see the eye?
Let me see. Hold on.
Very simple. No, I'm not saying like it's
Okay,
basic.
so see that you did that. Remember when I told you you and I are from different parts
Oh yeah,
of the art and
different
whatnot,
worlds,
different
different
worlds.
strokes.
You different strokes for different folks, and pay mind to this. This guy does realism. He does great at realism. Here's a pro to there are pros and cons to what he does and pros and cons to what I do in my perspective. Since he does realism, his anatomy is perfect. His shadowing is good. He can work with the smaller details and work with every strand of hair like he's doing right now with his characters. I don't know. When I first saw his characters and the mini patterns he added, an animator who can animate that literally is legendary in its own way. So perspective is 100% for him. Going
Yeah,
to me now, I'm a cartoonist. I do
I like
cartoons.
that. I like the way you animated the way that you said that.
Yeah,
Cartoonist.
I'm a
There's a clear difference.
cartoonist. I'm a cartoonist. I do cartoons. I do comic books. My characters are distorted and whatnot, but also,
No, I think
I
they're more
don't.
stylized. I think distorted may be a bad word, but I think stylized is more purposeful.
Well, yes. I mean, the body there. When I say distorted, I mean like his body is not that of a human. As you can see, my Mario. If I can just get away from him just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hold on.
Oh, the body proportions, like the head is in the
Yeah.
stomach.
Would
Okay,
would you
the
ever
neck.
see a grown man? He has no neck. Would you ever see a grown man with a circle for a body and his legs longer than his body?
Okay, I
I
get what
think
you're
so.
saying.
So yeah, just when I say distortion, I mean his body doesn't look that of an actual human. I don't pay much attention to detail either. I actually pay less attention to detail. And simple things like hair, whereas he draws every strand like this, different S's and whatnot. I just draw like this. Oh, good lord, what happened? Go back.
You zoomed out. You went to the you went to
No,
the moon
this
and back. Oh, I
this
think the tablet has a button on it, right? That zooms out.
yeah, the pen.
I,
This
yeah, I know. I
pencil.
have mine sitting over here. I have a Huey on, and like, if you put the actual like pen on his holder, even if it's in the cap, as long as it's above the drawing portion, it's gonna draw.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm definitely gonna buy me a new bamboo. I've had this bamboo tablet ever since college, actually, believe it or not.
Get a Huey on from Amazon.
Huion, I heard about it. That's a small drawing tablet.
No,
Not drawing tablet.
they're larger too. I have like a very large one. It's like the size of a half the table.
Oh, really? How much do they cost?
I think it was like 130 or something like that, and it's really good. It has all the there's like programmable buttons and stuff, like 8 programmable buttons, and you just
Really?
plug.
It's only $130?
Yeah, after we're done, I can show it to you.
Yeah, you're joshing me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Listen, there's
know.
alternatives, especially with the Affinity program, the drawing program I told you about. There's other ways of doing this.
Yeah, because I wanted to get me a Cintiq,
Yeah, you gotta work your
but
way up to that.
yeah, Cintiqs are expensive.
And
Uh,
it's not worth it for everybody to get one, only because like the space that they're in, and like you have to realize, okay, when you carry that thing around, are you going to be as effective as you would? But like with me, I'm on an iPad right now. I'm not even plugged into I'm not plugged into the computer the same way that you are, and it works better for me on the iPad. It's more versatile, and I can work on it when I'm out at boxing, or if I'm out at someone's place, or if I'm out somewhere else. I'm like, okay, while I'm there and I have nothing to do, let me draw, versus lugging around a laptop and then starting the programs up and this and that. I think just being versatile enough helps you out in the long
I,
run.
I love how your first example is, well, I'm out boxing, knocking a person's lights out, and I could just use my tablet anytime. I wipe the blood off my hands, and
Of course, that is just an example, guys.
uh,
It's not like we purposefully say things, but whatever we relate to the most is what usually is the first thing that we talk about.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I can talk about the South all day, but in South Zombie.
It's Germany for the 15th time. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy always kills an old Looney Tunes joke.
So I'm from South Zombie.
You know something though? I actually found that cartoon.
Where? I know I've
Uh,
seen it before. I've seen it on like we had the CD for like the I was gonna say Nicktoons. The cartoon classics. You know, it comes with like a bunch of old cartoons like compiled onto one disc
yeah.
DVD. We had that. It was like a yellow disc. It had like Popeye and a bunch of other stuff on it.
Oh, Popeye.
Well, blow me down.
Oh God, make it stop.
Make it start. Make it start.
But yeah. So you know the story behind that joke and whatnot.
Popeye, did he have a tumor?
No. The story behind the duck joke. I'm
Oh,
from South Germany.
yeah, it's a black person.
But no, the story before it wasn't focused on that character.
It's the army, right?
Uh,
It was Germany. Like they were fighting the World War.
yeah. So it was basically how World War
Yeah.
II was depicted through ducks. So they had Mussolini. They had uh
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And he was speaking Italian.
yeah, he was speaking Italian, rooting him on and telling him, okay, so you're doing a good job, keep on going. And basically, the duck that came out was Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
And
I remember that. I think like they put a parental advisory on like the thing before they showed it.
no, it was actually an. They had these army snafus back in the day. They did the same thing with Duck and Cover. Disney's responsible for the same thing with Donald Duck being a part of the Nazi
Well, no, I'm not
whatnot.
saying at the time. At the time, they wanted the information to be spread, and it's not propaganda, but it's more patriotism and putting your characters in the positions of war. Um, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
now, I'm saying now when they put the CD out, since everything is so PC, and they have to make sure that nobody's offended. It was a different era, but they
It
had to
was
put the disclaimer on there.
back. Let me go ahead and tell y'all back in the day, cartoons, stereotypes were used as jokes
Mm-hmm.
badly. Nowadays, people, I mean, stereotypes was kind of like if you look at a stereotype in a cartoon, a person would think, okay, it doesn't really matter. It's meant to be there because stereotypes are kind of in the same statement as being loony and overused and ridiculous. We don't really supposed to take them seriously.
They say like even okay. Have you ever heard of the game called Bioshock before?
Yes.
Underwater. Now the one that's Bioshock Infinite, in which there's multiple timelines, they go up into the air to New Columbia or another America, in
Mm-hmm.
which things and racism obviously is alive and well,
Of
and they
course.
would say certain things and do certain things in a way where you're like, oh wow, what would I say and do in that situation? But like a black woman, sorry, yeah, a black woman and a white man throw tomatoes at them, and they give you a tomato and want you to throw it at it, and they try to arrest you if you don't do it, and if you do it, they stop you anyway. So it's like, where's the moral high ground? There is no moral high ground back then, because to me a lot of traditions, doesn't matter where you come from, if you notice like grandparents and great grandparents, their whole generation was, I know my own people, I hate everybody else. It wasn't that extreme, but there are some of those people where they're less tolerant, and it was passed down to fear everything other than what you know.
Yeah, and not for nothing, most of these people who choose to be racist are usually, just people who don't really know the other side.
And they fear what they don't know, right?
They fear it, bruh. It goes all the way back to pilgrims.
A tall black man, instead of
That's
asking
all.
him about himself, you clutch your bag and uh,
Exactly.
act
You
as if
you
he's a monster.
follow what's on the media. The media
Mm-hmm.
is what brainwashes people.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this person is probably thinking to himself, "Oh, I can't wait to see how the day goes by and whatnot." You probably thinking, "Oh, he's gonna steal from my wallet, probably kill me and whatnot."
And
No.
as a black person, a lot of times you don't realize that other races don't realize that you have to watch what you say and do, because people many times are going to be very easily, like, they'll watch you and stuff like that, and then
Hmm.
I don't change what I do regardless, but when you watch how other people are, you're smiling and you're doing this and that when you're a cashier at the thing to a child or anybody else. But I say it once and I'll say it again, the black man does not get love from anybody like that. You know what I mean? Like, you go to the treatment that you get is almost like an animal that goes into a store, they're watching you a lot of times, or you are the target. It's not the opposite way around. You're being followed and stuff like that.
So let's dig deep into this. And once again, don't drop me on this. This is just like sudden
Yeah.
opinions and whatnot. One thing is, one thing I can say is with racism still being about abundance and whatnot, even if, what am I trying to say? Um, okay, well, first off, let me start off with this. So you know that can we talk about games for a bit?
Do it however you can connect it. It's just conversation.
Okay, cool, wonderful. So yeah, fi- I have been out of the gaming world for so long, my guy.
Oh, what do
Checked
you
out
mean, the current gaming world you've been out of?
the current gaming world. Yes,
Oh wow.
I mean, I'm a dude that plays Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on his PlayStation 1. So yeah, there's that. But I looked at another game, and this was a franchise that was actually in the early 2000s called Psychonauts. I'm pretty sure everybody
Wow.
knows that game.
What happened over
Psychonauts,
there?
yeah, so Psychonauts 2 is coming out. You got your phone on you?
Oh yeah.
Type in Psychonauts 2 and then type the name Aaron.
It's a black kid or something?
Yeah, it's a black kid.
I think I remember. It came out for the
Did
original Xbox.
did you did you see him though?
Wow.
You see him?
That's crazy.
Well, what does he look like? What does he look like to you?
I don't want to describe that.
No, no, please. Come on.
Should I?
Yes.
I don't know if that's right.
No, no, no. Just say it. I could give you a good rendition. So in the Looney Tunes world, they have the same looking character. But this was a banned cartoon. And apparently I forget what his name was, but he was basically the Elmer Fudd. He was a black dude, black face, the big lips, just like him, had on overalls and that country hat and whatnot, and his bad speech impediment, which I'm pretty sure was voiced by Mel Blanc as well. Um, he sounded like NASA, so he looked like a fresh out of the fieldwork slave. Whereas this character kind of looks kind of like him, a fresh out of the fieldwork slave and whatnot, with the hat and junk. And I mean, I would be happy to draw a rendition of him. Let me know what y'all think. I need to know that. Like, what do you think
You
about
talking
that,
about
bro?
this guy?
Let me see. You got it on your screen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Look on the Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why do they have him with this dusty everything on and the shiny red nose?
Why doesn't he look like he's supposed to be a Psychonauts character? If you look at the
Dude, he
other
looks
ones,
just like a slave that just
yeah,
a slave that's just fed up. He's
now I just want to get the game and see what his story's about. Where is he from? Because look at all the other Psychonauts 2 characters. I literally like say to myself, okay,
they're
they
kids,
all
right?
look like yeah, they're kids. They all like post-apocalyptic kids and stuff, and he looks like he doesn't even belong there. As bad as it may say.
You're saying a black man doesn't belong?
Wow, I mean like no, it ain't even that. I mean like wow.
You said
But
Aaron, but I think his name is Adam.
is it Adam?
Yeah, that's what it's coming up as. That's crazy.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's put it. Let me see, Adam. I think they gave him a story. No, it can't be Adam.
Adam Psychonauts.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna visit the wiki. I actually want to draw him, so he's about to be next. He's a cadet.
A
What?
cadet of what?
A cadet?
Slave
Yeah,
ship?
exactly. He's an intern stationed at the Mother Lode. Adam is a psychonaut intern stationed at the Mother Lode. Adam has blue eyes, green hair, and brown skin. He wears a medallion sun hat, a white dress, black pants, and a blue coat. He is the tallest psychonaut intern. I got another question. In the
Intern?
pic.
Wait,
Yeah, he's an intern for some
why is he
strange
wearing
reason.
a dress? What in the world?
That's not even the question. He's one of the few characters to have 5 fingers on each hand instead of the typical four. Adam appears to have a friendly demeanor. Wow. He has a friendly demeanor. So, okay, this is going
Honestly,
into.
he's a slave, but he's the most human looking out of all of them. He has
I don't even know, but I'm about to draw him up right now, my guy. Let's put him on my paper since he's, just out there. I'm
what
gonna
are
hit back.
interns though? Like what are they? What job are they performing?
Interns, I mean, I don't even know. What's with the shoes? That's not a dress. It looks like a long shirt. Wow. But yeah, I'm not now, mind you, we're not dissing on Psychonauts. I'm just saying
They're
this
very.
character,
They definitely like all the characters have like pop eyes and like different things about them, quirks to make them look the way they do, and that's their choice.
yeah, exactly. This brother looks like I don't see no goofiness, no character in him.
Hate.
I see him straight out of the cotton field. He done had his batch. I'm I'm sorry, but dang, y'all could have did better than that.
Are you
Y'all know
sure that
better.
he's not blind?
It,
Like Ray Charles? Like why would his eyes look milky blue? Like not
no,
because he can see, but because
that's
he's blind.
that is not in the story, my guy. He is not blind. That homeboy has blue eyes. He's the rarest breed of black, blue eyed black.
Actually, it's not as rare as you think. Like in Africa,
Really?
nope. It's not as rare as you think. It is rare, but
Oh.
it's not as rare as you think.
Oh, well, shoot. Well, color me blue.
My eyes aren't black.
What color are your eyes?
My grandmother's eyes are like gray and blue.
Oh, really?
So depending on where I am and stuff like that, there is like brown to them, or there is blue, or red. Actually, weird enough,
Huh.
I think your eyes change on your mood. Someone told me that, and when I looked in the mirror, I saw some red in them. But there is blue in them also. It's just nobody gets close. Listen, I'm not letting anybody get close enough, especially anybody from Psychonauts, to my face. They might explode my eyes or
he,
brainwash me.
he was probably inspired by you and whatnot. You never know that.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga booga.
instead of picking this cotton, can I pick your brain?
I even want to know who voices him.
Oh
That'd be
man,
cool. That'd be
probably
cool to find out.
probably
At least give us a decent black guy
no
voice,
no
you
no no
know?
no no no
Yeah, yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Really? I mean, may as well. I mean, he was the Uncle Tom in freaking Django. Why not?
Oh yeah, you saw his eyes that were always like open like that.
Oh my gosh, he looked
He
terrible.
looked terrifying.
Why did they do that to him? Okay, so
Are
yeah,
you
I'm
making
drawing him
him or
right.
are you making Kung Lao?
No, I'm making him.
He's
His hat looks just like that. This is a skeletal drawing.
oh.
Wait, I thought I drew it small.
Don't you flip
Damn
it?
it.
Can't you flip the canvas vertically?
No, I can't do that. I gotta zoom in and all that junk, but I'm gonna do that right now, actually.
Is this a free?
Uh,
Is this a free program?
it is a free program, yes. Mm-hmm. It's free. Free, 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 free.
Oh,
Okay,
by the way,
so
have you ever checked out
here's what I'll do. I'm gonna
um
draw.
what is that called? Not Ligma. Um, No, not Figma.
I'm
What
gonna.
is that one that what's his name tried out? Hold on, I'm looking at my IG right now. There's a certain
Okay,
program that you can try out.
so all right, so I just for those of y'all who are wondering, this is him, but I drew a line. So the line that reaches to the bottom is going to be what depicts as his legs and feet. So now let's commence. As you can see, I'm following through the line and whatnot.
Oh, I know what it's called. I'm sending it to you right now.
What in the haberdasher hemoglobin are you sending me?
Make sure you thicken the tie.
They can
Colonel Sanders.
wait. What?
Thicken the tie.
Thicken the tie.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You know Colonel Sanders has that bow tie?
Colonel is that what you think I'm drawing? Colonel
No,
Sanders?
I know you're not.
You know what? I ain't paying you no mind. You look like Colonel Sandals. Leave me alone. Ah,
Pecan sandals.
pecan sandies.
Oh man.
Ugh.
So with the character Adam, how do you
Uh-huh.
why is it that you think they depicted him in such a way?
Um. Boy, my good lord, I couldn't tell you that if I tried.
Oh man.
Uh, I think they depicted him that kind of way. I mean, I don't think it's. I'm not gonna just automatically say, "Oh, okay, these people
It's not racial or
racist."
anything.
It's not racial. It's a character. I mean, we're grown up people now. Come on.
But that's how they start though. They
Yeah,
start
but
saying
yeah. I mean, like, we're just asking ourselves,
that.
what's the story? Who
what's,
is this guy?
what's the scoop?
Where did he come from?
All right, so like to keep it simple, I know a lot of times you have different drawings that you work on. So if I have my character, right, my female character right here,
Hmm.
Nimba, she is working off of a not muted palette, but a more cool palette with the blue, purple, and tan, and a little bit of teal as well. So if I'm working off of that with him,
Yeah.
with the eyes, would it make sense to gradient the actual hair as well as the eyes, or just have the gradient in the eyes and a little
Yeah.
bit of the hair? Because I did that over here too, if you notice.
Hold on one second. one
Yeah.
second. Before you keep going.
All right. So let me go ahead and put a layer mask over this, guys.
Hold on. Hold on.
Let me put a layer mask over this, guys.
Oh.
Um, I'm gonna put this on the
What am
inside.
your phone cord. What are you plugged into? Hold on. Your phone cord.
Airspeed. Soft blend, guys. Oh, you know what? Actually,
Stop talking. Get out.
clipping mask.
You zombie.
Okay, so this make this a little bit darker, guys. All right, you can keep drawing what you're drawing.
Huh?
So you can keep drawing what you're drawing. I'm working on this, trying to get the eyes right. Oh, you know
Dang,
why
we
that's
had
not working? That's why. Okay, sorry to cut you off. I have to
uh
do a clipping mask.
my lord. I don't even know where I'm at right now. So many tabs. I really gotta buy a lock for this dang door. I swear I'm gonna do that and make it myself. The fit.
Vindication.
Yes, oh my gosh, man. Every day of the week. This woman wants my phone. Bully forward.
What's going on with your
Okay.
phone?
No, she wants my phone cord.
Oh, the charger to it.
Yeah, she leaves it in the car. Alright, so yeah, alright. Now let's dehumanize this monstrosity that I did. Alright, let's
Dehumanize this monstrosity.
okay, so alright. Um let's see. We got one eye here on the far side of his face, and one eye. No. If we're gonna draw him, we're gonna do it right. So we
Why
got
are you
one
doing
eye.
this, man, like this?
Got one eye here, and then one that pops out right here, which is, you
This is
normal
making his
for.
eye look crazy. This is making his eye like literally pop out of his face.
Yeah. So and then you got the lips, of course, the simple black lips that they always do. You gotta have them luscious lips. Add the ears. He does.
Why does he look so close to "Don't hug me, I'm scared"?
Okay. And then I'm gonna just add the lines under here.
Look, hold on. Before you finish,
My rendition looks terrifying. Like something you see a kid draw and you put them into.
hold on. Look at
Oh
this
my!
series. Look at this series right here.
Let me see. Hold on.
Okay,
All right, what am I looking at?
I turned the volume down all the way.
Let me get out of this. I probably don't need that anymore.
No,
Good. All
keep him on there. Keep him on the screen.
right. Uh huh.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm
I'm sharing
not.
this to you right now.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, so I'm sending this directly to you on here.
Oh my God! What is this dude doing? Father's Day. This better not be some creepy pasta crud.
No, it's a whole series, and it's very weird. There's like a whole lore to it and everything like that.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put you on mute so nobody can hear this.
Yeah. You gotta mute yourself, not me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying.
I think I can mute you. Okay, you're muted now. Guys, I told him it reminded me of the father from Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, the series. Let's turn my airbrush on. That's thinking creatively. Make this a little darker. His eyes are coming together. Add some glints to him. So if this is gonna be here,
What in the sweet land of heaven did you make me watch?
I didn't make you watch it.
Clown.
No, but
Well,
no, watch the whole series. Like it seems like it's like on the cusp of like trying to be weird and stuff like that. But actually watch it. I'm being serious.
watch it to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm,
Can,
I
can you
watch it.
can you feel it, Mister
Can you feel it, Mr.
Flaps?
Krabs?
Yeah.
Mr. Wait. I heard that. What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
Mr. Flaps?
Mr. Flaps, Mr. Krabs.
Mr.
You,
Flaps.
you Yahoo.
You daggum yuppie.
Okay, don't forget his socks and his shoes. Okay.
Look at his eyes are popping now. Look.
Hold on. Just gotta finish my character. And there we go. Now I can look at your thing. He looks normal now, doesn't he? Do you like this picture? Do you now?
Do you
Answer
like
me,
it?
man.
Do you
All
like
right.
me now?
All right, so we got him. Now let's look at you. What you got?
My guy, my guy looks like he's still wearing purple gloves, like he
I,
dipped his hands in paint.
I can't see his hands.
Huh? Oh snap! Here,
I can't see his hands.
everybody hates hands. I hate drawing hands, but I'm decent at it. Look, see,
Uh, oh, nice. Very nice.
you like those hands?
Yes, do you like my hands? Not that kind of way you creepo.
No. I'm looking at the guy's hands, like how he's like. It looks like he's scheming. The way like he's like, yes, good.
Well, if you ever wanted to learn how to draw hands, think of a hand. Let's do a quick tutorial on how to draw
Yes,
hands.
actually, that would help me out. Like, I can
Oh
do
my god.
realistic hands, but like, it would take me some time instead of like.
Okay, so basically, this here is the palm right here.
Are you
All
sure
right.
that it'll fit into my style? Like doing
Okay,
it like
so
that?
if you want to draw your hands and not
My hands.
these awesome mitts that I'm drawing right here,
That's a cacti.
which give it a sec, and this is kind of how people
That's a
draw hands.
Rayman. That's a Rayman rabbit. Put the other arm in there. There you go.
Okay,
Draw
cool.
the two legs.
All right, and then you just add it in there and add your own detail, and boom, and maybe he has some very huge fingernails and
That is the
whatnot.
shape. That is the shape of your hand. Very rectangular.
Yeah, this is a self portrait of my hand right here. And yeah, and sometimes you want to add the little bendy
The
parts,
stalks.
the stalks exactly, and yeah,
The bamboo folds.
there you go. There, yeah,
Now, could you like
wonderful.
for this one, like not being funny, could you draw like some roundness to it? Like help me, like like the palm is like round and everything like that. Can you do one like that? Where's like
Oh,
your style?
like for your character.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's see.
'cause it's
If I
more
were,
real. It's more like
no,
less
no, no,
stylized and more real, huh?
let me see. Okay, I got a good rendition of what your character.
Oh, Kevin. Oh man, hold on 1 second, guys. I think his I think his thing is on like child safety lock or something. Let me invite him back. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll just keep drawing in the meantime until he comes back.
Hello.
Did you have to take the child safety locks off?
No, I stupidly pulled a stupid like any other stupid person would.
Oh, you have to
Wait,
do it on the bottom is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
rectangle.
Hold on. Crap.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll keep drawing until
Wonderful.
you're on there.
No, no, no. No worries. No
Are
worries. Oh,
you in
Kevin's got
the
this.
Are you in the city?
I pulled a stupid, and let me just go ahead and tell you, this is why you don't have a lot of mirrors. Okay, let's try this again. Cancel. Let's click here again. A window. Boom.
Oh, Leander.
Share. All right. Back. Back. Back.
I didn't touch
I'm back.
anything just to make sure that my whole contraption, because you can see like on the screen, guys, you can see literally my iPad, my phone, both screens, and each monitor is split up in half, and the iPad with the camera perched on this thing. So if I
Okay.
touch anything, I'm not,
No,
I'm
no,
not resetting this up.
he didn't touch anything. I accidentally. I'm weird. I hit the X on top and exited out of my internet. So thankfully, thanks to him giving me those links, I was able to not panic and burn the house down and actually get it down pat. Now, considering your hands for your character,
Right.
so they are a lot more realistic. So they're gonna kind of go something like this.
Why am I drawing instead of erasing? I'm watching you though.
And if you're doing it real and whatnot, it's gonna be that hand. Then the middle finger is the
The
biggest.
longest. Okay.
This hand's next,
I think
and
the
then the thumb.
I don't know how people's hands are different, but the pointer finger is my pointer finger is just a touch smaller than the ring finger.
There's a meaning behind that. I just forgot what it was.
Like each hand, like some people's fingers, like both of their pointer and ring finger are the same size versus other. Like yeah, there was like a whole chart behind that, right?
Yeah, I forget what it meant though.
What do yours look like?
Uh, I have these poor excuse of for orangutan hands and whatnot.
You got that cast iron grip.
Shoot, I got some very long hands right now. I mean, seriously, I could grip a person's face with one hand.
That's why I was joking, but I wasn't joking because your hand like is longer than it is wide.
Okay, so yeah, to do a rendition with the drawing I already have, let's just pretend this is my buddy's hand right now.
Okay.
Now, let's put my hands into it. So my thumb is literally just out there. My hand is a lot bigger, a lot more terrifying to look at.
A lot drier, right?
Yeah, it's a lot drier. No, well, no, I actually use a lot of
No, because I
cocoa
remember
butter and
back in
whatnot.
the day, back in the day.
And
Back in the
then
day, we used to have a lot of art class, remember? And we used to work with clay and stuff, so my hands were dry sometimes too. And we used to
well,
go to like
no,
wood
what?
class, wood shop, not wood shop. What do you
Yeah,
call it?
yeah.
Um,
Sculpting.
yeah.
Sculpting, wood sculpting. Well, dang, if your hands were dry in wood sculpting, then boy, oh boy, you really were gonna have a lot of splinters.
Like people would do stupid stuff and like use sandpaper and like try to like use it on people's arms and hands and stuff. Remember? I don't think
What
they did it in your
the
class, but they
heck?
did it in my class. Because you had some people that weren't like art majors, but they were just taking the class, and they would always clown around.
Mm. They're the ones that ended up quitting eventually.
I want
Ah,
I want to take art class because it's easy, and they're the first ones to leave and get mad when someone criticizes their
exactly,
work.
exactly, my
That
guy.
one guy never came back to class.
Who was that?
The guy that kept looking in the mirror.
Kept looking in the mirror.
It was our drawing class, and there was one guy that kept looking at himself in the mirror all the time. Remember, we had to sit down on those weird seats, those weird wooden like seat things. Remember, like
Um,
it was like a long seat thing that had like a front that was up and then a back that was down, and you sit on it, and then you get like a mirror and an easel. Remember, and then you have to draw the self portrait of yourself. It was that class.
right.
So like Sherbo, he criticized him. Well, critiqued him. I think was better. I don't think he was that harsh on him. And the guy like he took it to heart. Like you just like drowned out all his dreams and hopes and everything like that. And he like never showed up again until next semester. Like he couldn't take it. Just one critique.
Dang.
That's why I
What do
think
you?
artists are the strongest people because you have to take criticism.
Yeah. You ain't speaking nothing but the truth, my guy. You have to take criticism with art. One thing you are gonna get is a lot of haters and a lot of people that are gonna say, "Oh well, you could have did better and whatnot."
Oh my
Let me.
gosh, you know how many clients that you work with, like whether you do a commission or not, and say, "Oh, but you can just do that and just do this and just and oh, just add a little pop to the design."
Well, you
What?
know some. You know something. I do have a good story that goes well with this.
Okay,
For one, I went to Comic Con one time, in New York, and
nice.
there was this worker. He was a young dude. He was going around telling people that his work was awesome and amazing, and that he could outdraw anybody in the line that I was
Oh, don't
in.
say
And
that. Don't ever say that. That's like going to a Smash
now,
tournament and
exactly
saying you can
now,
play.
knowing me now, you know that I like a good challenge. I definitely don't mind telling a person off. He had a sketchbook, and he would come around other people and whatnot and tell them, "Oh, could you draw this? Could you draw that a little better? Could you draw that?" I said, "Okay, that does it. Give me that sketchbook." I yanked the sketchbook out of his hands and literally drew a fast, good rendition of Sonic the Hedgehog in Green Hill Zone.
Well, no, you did something you wanted to do. Why don't you do something challenging, like
Yeah,
draw
but
like the end of the world?
I mean, I could have even drew Wolverine and the X-Men all together, but I thought to myself, because he wanted a good drawing, that it was something I knew how to draw. But think about it, it's something, if it's something I know how to draw, he does, and he can't draw. It really doesn't matter, like if I were to draw it or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I'm listening. Yeah.
But eventually, he starts talking to the group, saying, "This guy is good," and
Wow.
he's whispering and whatnot and saying, "Oh wow, you're amazing, my guy." And mind you, did not get him to pay. He did not pay me for it. I ended up giving it to him for free, because it was in his sketchbook and junk. So
You should have ripped the page out. You kidding me?
I could have. I
Why are you
regret it.
giving them Jumbo picking any hair?
Why not? I mean, I'm just adding more to the rendition. Maybe
You're adding
they'll
more
think,
seasoning to the pot.
and more seasoning to the pot.
To the
Exactly.
gumbo.
Why you want him to have a? Well, you want him to have a fade?
Yes. I want him to have plaits in his hair, like he just came
You,
from the salon.
you gosh darn clown! I'm even making his hat a little bit more yeehaw, if you may. All right, and let me see. I gotta fix his collar. His collar
I
doesn't
like
look
the uneven lines.
really.
No, yeah,
Oh,
no.
oh,
It adds like the I don't know what it is. Like it adds like a little bit of personality is the best word to look at it. Like almost like you know like what is those like cartoons like home movies? Remember that show Home Movies?
oh yeah,
You know
that's
like
a
they were
terrible
constantly
show.
moving. They were never like still. I like that
I,
show.
I did not like that show at all. I hated the animation.
I like the anime.
Bruh,
I liked how it
it,
moved around.
that looked like You said home movies, right? Off of Adult Swim,
Yeah, home movies were like I honestly think like for
bruh.
the sake of just getting things out there and like that style, I like how they didn't use a continuous like frame. Like every frame looked like it was different. Like I like
My
that.
God, that work looked like it was done off of Paint, the early Windows 98 version Paint.
Especially like the parts where like in the beginning of the episodes where they were on the soccer field and like they you said little kids running around and stuff like that and it was just like a very like downgraded like little blob just running away and stuff like that and then
Exactly.
everyone wore to make it easier no one wore shoes they all wore like onesies remember
Onesies, man. They wore onesies.
everybody wore onesies no I think the only time they didn't wear onesies is if they were like wearing like a dress or like some kind of like cop outfit but even still, it was like it kind of ran into each other, like hats and stuff like that. You make me want to watch that show again because I have Adult Swim like on. They have like a whole Adult Swim channel on Roku, that you can just watch. I think you just put like your Dish network or whatever cable you have, and you just get whatever channels that they offer. Aqua Teen
Okay.
Hunger Force is a pretty consistent. They gained a lot of, I'd say, traction from when they first started animating and things like that. And you notice like not just the humor, but also the way that they, um, I don't want to say graphics. What am I thinking about? The fidelity of the animations looks so much better, in obviously the newer seasons. I saw the first
Hmm.
season. I was like, wait, what in the world? It like looks so faded out and stuff like that. But that's the technology they had. I think in the
Yeah.
late '90s, early 2000s. When did it first come out?
Uh, Hunger Force? No,
Hey Google,
that was early
when
2000s.
did Aqua Teen Hunger Force come out? The air date of the first episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force was December 30th, 2000. 2000. Okay, right there on 2000. Okay, December 2000.
Hmm.
So like literally the turn of the century.
This brother got some long fingers.
Why are you
So
doing
let's
him
see.
like that?
No, he does have long fingers in the drawing I'm depicting.
Yeah, because
I'm not
you're
gonna
drawing
I'm not
Jambo.
gonna
That's why.
fix up their mistake and whatnot until no, they're gonna do it.
Are his fingers interlocked? Or are you just doing that?
What do you mean interlocked?
Are they like this?
Hold on. I mean they're not folded or
They're
anything.
not like this.
Let me see. No, 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 no.
Is he
They're not
holding?
like
Is
that.
he holding something?
It's as if he's tapping the tip of his fingers.
Oh, like okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
got to make that contact.
yeah, so I gotta make him contact and whatnot. So I'm gonna do that for his thumb right now. And then what I'm gonna do is
Oh,
the
by the
right.
way, this is off topic, but do you have a lot of cicadas down there? Because they're just running crazy up here.
What the heck? What's a cicada?
You don't know what that is?
No,
Look it up.
I don't want to.
No, no, seriously, look it up.
What is it? Just tell me. Dang.
Look it up. Cicadas.
Are they bugs?
Yeah.
Are they like centipedes?
No.
Why can't you just tell me? I
You
don't
have
want to
to.
see.
You have to Google them. It's nothing. It's
Why?
nothing crazy. No, it's just saying. I'm giving you some background information. You have to Google it because it tells you about them and why they're so prevalent right now.
Prevalent?
Mm-hmm.
Get you using them.
That's not a. That's, stop it.
Them
That's not. That is
difficult
not a
words.
big
Oh
word.
my God, yeah.
Don't let him say that to you, guys.
I get it. You
No.
went to college and finished. I didn't. So
You did finish college, and
I. Sh-
don't even act like this is like the Howard Stern show, and you're like freaking Beetlejuice.
Bill Nye the Science Guy vocabulary.
Yeah. No, Bill would not use that kind of word. He would use words that you know, and then just say it loudly.
Now
Bill, Bill, Bill.
you're belittling Bill. Shame on you. God, man.
Bill's over. Bill's through. What are you talking about?
You're breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart right now. Like
Don't go breaking my heart.
I was singing a song.
I wasn't
Okay.
singing. I was just talking that.
Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So we got most of him done. He's almost finished. He's almost renditioned. Yeah. He's begging me to finish him. I'm trying my best.
That's not his quote. Give him a good old Jim Crow.
Oh God, why? No. And
A good old Jim Crow saying.
uh,
Jiminy Jaminy.
I could go for some KFC.
They didn't have KFC back then. Come on. Stop giving
Really?
that. You know they
Uh,
didn't have KFC back then.
are you sure?
Yeah. Because he stole it from a black woman.
Well, I mean, like, you gotta, they stole a lot. They did a lot of messed up stuff, like, well, not just with KFC, but I'm not sure if you eat Aunt Jemima pancakes
Take me
and
to.
syrup.
Take me to. Oh, snap. You made me forget just that quick.
Oh, wow.
Take me to a McDonald's.
McDonald's was made by the black man.
No, no, the way that people say it. A McDonald's.
A Mac and D's.
And Mac and D's.
Let's see. I'm gonna do his feet now, which, by the way, are the biggest abomination that I've seen. The way they have it, I can give you a good rendition. So he got tiny toes. So that's his toe right there. And
What
yeah,
was he, a ballerina? He jammed his feet inside the shoes.
exactly. It feels like they jammed an entire foot in there and
Jiminy,
called
Jaminy.
called it a foot and junk. And there you have it, sports fans. There's his foot. And then they're just
I'm giving
they're
my
gonna
guy a fade. You see it?
hold on. I got let me get a look at yours too, because got to make sure it's black approved, because
My guy
you
has a high has a curl hawk. What else can you do? He didn't straighten his hair, so I think he's
okay.
well within his reasons.
Okay, I approve. I approve of your character. He has the typical black haircut that we all know and love.
No, the typical black basketball player haircut.
Okay. Yeah, there's my rendition
Jimbo.
of Jimmy Crack Corn and whatnot. Let me finish his hat. And if you're like me and you like to add details and stuff, you can make it a straw hat. They say it's aluminum, but we all know that's a lie.
Yeah.
Why not make it more detailed? Add some wheat.
That's
Yeah,
Monkey D. Luffy. Take the Luffy part off.
I'm done with you, monkey. All right, wonderful. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure
um,
someone's gonna say that joke. But if I
his
think if you're a black person, it's good to at least like release the power from it. You know what I mean? Like it has happened, and not just is it time to move forward, but to blockade any passive or regressive actions. You know what I mean? So that we don't revert to ill tolerance. I don't know where these words are coming from. They're just flowing though, like the river Styx.
yeah, you're doing well. You're saying more smart words than I could ever say. I mean,
All you could
I'll,
do,
I'll,
all
I'll
you
tell you
could,
that right now.
all you could do is put your pointer finger at your lip and go.
I feel so used and abused right now.
No,
But thank you.
no, you're
Thank
more used than anything. It's wonderful to have you here, dude. And it's only
uh,
12:03. Feels like we've been on for like 5 hours.
Absolutely, my good guy. Pardon me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep, yep, yep.
And then I'm gonna move on to another
You
drawing
should.
that doesn't look as
You
heinous.
got. I think you got one thing wrong.
What's that?
Take that straw out of his hat and put it in his mouth.
Oh, can't with you, my guy.
Come on,
But
let it be accurate.
you mean accurate?
No, DJ Khaled said accurate.
Accurate. Yeah, and what's his name said respect instead of respect.
All right,
Hold on.
you know what Aretha said.
Uh, Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Whitney Houston for a minute. I almost said something else. Never mind. Uh,
I am not Bobby. Bobby.
okay, so wait.
Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, boy! How many times do I have to tell you not to?
Boo!
I'm not doing that when my folks asleep.
That's the loveliness of not being in that situation. I can
I
yell as
hate
loud as I want.
I hate you every moment of every day. You're a terrible person for reminding me that. I'll be right back. 1 second. Don't
All
go
right, guys.
anywhere.
While he's gone, let's talk about him. No, I'm joking. Let's work on our character. So, okay. So we're going to get done with the shoes. I have to add extra. I have to add extra detail to the shoes. I'll do that next week. This week, I definitely need to add the purple to here. Add a little bit of color, because she has some color to her curls. Let's start on that, and hopefully we'll finish it next week. Add a clipping mask to the top of his eyes. these eyebrows a darker color. So now, when I throw the clipping mask on, all a clipping mask is one layer that goes on top of another layer in order to add shading, detail, values of dark or light to that base color in order to add some more depth to our drawing. So let's add a little bit of the darker color with the clipping mask to the bottom of this. Awesome. Let's add a little bit of to the bottom of this.
Was he talking about me, sports fans? Let me know in the bottom of the comments if
I'm
we do
actually at
have.
a very relaxed place, and I was just telling them about what clipping masks are. If you can see my drawing, I was just showing them like the split tones. See?
Oh, let me take a look, see what beautiful masterpiece you got here. Okay, so I do see something that we can talk about. You got your drawing in pixels.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so does that make the drawing look more sufficient or efficient or
It allows it to be able to get into like the deeper areas and stuff like that, so that when we make it a lot larger, people don't really see any of that. But I go in individually
hmm.
and make sure that I lighten things or darken things as I see fit.
And mind you, you're
See?
also you're animating this character, right?
I'm going to be. I did Nimba right here. I did her snow version, but I am going to do like almost like I'm gonna take for inspiration Sonic the Hedgehog. You know how on the screen they're in that big circle and they come out and they give each other like they give thumbs up and stuff like that. I'm going to be
Yeah.
doing. I'm going to try and do and I may need help with this if you can help. A what do you call it? What do you call it? Like a frame by frame. What do you call that again?
A keyframe,
Uh.
animatic,
No.
in between,
No. Where you draw out each individual frame on like a piece of paper or whatever.
thumbnail
No.
on a piece of paper. Yeah,
A
I
piece of paper
mean,
or like on the computer, like a frame by frame of a coming animation or a storyboard.
oh, a storyboard.
Uh huh.
You know something? I prefer over a storyboard an animatic.
Okay. Well, that's you because I didn't animate before. So tell me the benefit.
Okay, so all right, so with a storyboard, it does work like an animatic, but it's already there on
Hmm.
well, when you're doing a storyboard, you're using paper and pencil, like you said. It's on paper and pencil, and it has to be on the same screen size square that's going to be rendered onto the like for the viewers to see on the TV. Whereas an animatic, you can easily just go to Adobe Animate,
Hmm.
make the whole entire screen. Imagine that as just imagine it instead of as a screen, it's comic book paper, and draw a script like a comic book script of your character, and have arrows to where he's gonna move to, like simple frames, and it'll match with the voicing and the music, and you can add the timing and whatnot, and that's basically at least 75% more of your animation.
Wow.
Uh, Now, the benefits of using storyboarding is that you can it's more traditional. You can work with taking away and getting rid of parts that you don't want. Whereas the benefits with working with animatics is you really have basically 75% of the animation done. Because after you have done the animatics, what you
Hmm.
do is you make layers and you divide it. So the animatic has the background, it has the
Hmm.
character, and it has the effects. Then you just take the layers, redraw over the animatic. You'll have the background on one layer. The next layer, you'll have the character. And the next layer, you'll have the effects.
That's a very good description of that. At one
Hmm.
point, would you mind like bringing that up again for next episode, like as we're
Well,
talking about things?
yep. Like I said, when we're gonna be using animate Adobe Animate, I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I do animations and whatnot, and what I mean. Like for instance, let's pretend that this character. One thing you're gonna get used to doing is using the skeletal picture.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this doesn't look like this anymore. This looks a little bit more better, more efficient, more cleaner. The lines are everywhere and everything is
Hmm.
where it needs to be. You can mess up as much as you want on this process. Same thing with an animatic when doing thumbnails, when doing storyboards. You don't want the work to be too detailed and add wrinkles and stuff. You kind of want your character to look as close to as a stick figure if you want.
Okay.
But I mean, if you were to just skip all that part and try to draw the character out. Maybe his head will be too big for his body. His hands would be too big for his to support himself. His feet wouldn't be the right size. So
Hmm. It's a good
something to keep
explanation.
something I learned when I was drawing because I used to draw if back in the day, if you remember, I used to draw just like this without a skeletal and whatnot. And my characters looked all right because I was used to it. But the only camera angles I could focus on were side view and front view. Whereas, let me get um, my pen and this. The
Mm-hmm.
Mario drawing I originally did for us, the Mario drawing that I used, I ended up drawing a triangle, rendering this as as the base, added his feet, then worked all the way up to his pants and whatnot, and just kept on going.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Nani?
and do not be afraid to try and work in many ways. Any ways that makes working with drawing a character efficient and easy, I say go with it.
I like the way you keep saying efficient. Very
Efficient,
efficient.
very easy, very simple. Whatever floats your boat. You are what you are in the end, like Bob Ross says.
Happy accidents.
Yep, life is full of happy accidents. And there, you kind of see what I did there now. Let me get rid of the lines.
Ooh.
Although let me see, size, let's make them smaller. Perfect. So I can get rid of the lines now. And if you get rid of the lines, looks like Mario at a standstill at a worm's eye view.
Hmm.
If I,
Pretty
mind
awesome.
you, yeah, mind you, can't see the top of his hat and anything because once again, worm's eye view. I could even teach people how to do a bird's eye view, which is the head and then the feet and whatnot. But I'm gonna
How
do that.
much? How much longer are you staying up for? Because I might end it pretty soon. I am literally my eyes are closing as we're doing this. And if you're available anytime this weekend, we can also do some extras there and take all this audio and make it into a nice podcast.
All right, I loved how you said that so swiftly and like a sports person, and you really got the right idea there, Tom. So if you want to, we can call it. We can close it here. I was gonna keep drawing more characters.
I might
You
take a
are
very short intermission, and in the next 2 hours, I might get back up again. Maybe I won't live stream, but I will show my work to you, and we can work on our projects together and make some progress in that way.
all right. I tell you what, because I don't know. In 2 hours, I might fall asleep or whatnot, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to. We can commence this again tomorrow.
It technically is tomorrow, today. Yeah.
I done forgot your name, but boy, I can strangle you. I was
Wow.
I was choking on my words right
See, that's what happens.
now.
Good.
But yes, yeah, we can do it today,
Today, Junior.
Mr. Twilight Zone, and work with that. So yeah, you're are you cool with that?
I'm as cool as a cucumber, if that's fine with you.
Wonderful. So we shall do that tonight, tomorrow night, tonight. I
You
hate
sound like
you.
you have
You
Tourette's.
you screwed me over with that dang today tomorrow crap.
Today,
And
tonight.
so yeah, we will do that. And I tell you what, I will keep this character because I kind of like him now. Don't know how. Don't ask me how or why. He's just a likable character now that I drew him. And yeah,
Is his nose gonna be like a different shade or real kind of like the other one?
no, his nose is just the same as it is in this picture. I'm probably gonna connect it to his body, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that line instead of him looking like a Mr. Potato Head.
That's what I was
But
gonna say.
uh,
All
but
right.
I'm yeah, I'm gonna leave it to you now and see what you do. Yeah.
All right. Then with that being